back.
Don't you like eggs?
It is time for a sacrifice.
I'm a male.
It is time for a sacrifice.
That's where we were.
That's debatable.
The snake part of you, though, is that male too?
I think you just transcended gender at this point. You were just our snake.
You just have
Life
a hole. We don't
finds
know
a
what
way.
it's for.
I mean, yeah, kobolds can just switch.
Your gender is God now, I think. That pretty much is where you are.
Those cookies look different than yours.
So last time you guys acquired the soul vessel and all of that, and dealt with IHOP afterwards because they wanted the soul vessel too because their king was trapped in there. But you gave them some time to work that out, and work that out they did. Unfortunately, now the soul vessel is empty, and it's still useful to you. It's an important component in finishing your dungeon here, but without a powerful soul of some form inside it, it's not going to move the golem you're trying to attach it to. So, I believe the plan was to try and find somewhere to fill the vessel with soul. Somebody floated the idea of sacrificing the entire town of Farmville to fill it up with just a lot of tiny souls, and there could be a collective soul. But really, any powerful or important enough figure would make for a good soul for the vessel to power your golem. So we find you all in your sanctum, talking about this. You may converse.
Isn't the Lobfather still alive?
Yes?
But he's our friend, not food.
He's also not powerful. He's just
He's big, though.
He is pretty big.
Maybe quantity over quality will work.
I am very much in support of sacrificing Farmville. There's only
Me too.
there's only enough space in this world for, one mediocre township. And I prefer that the well, I have a certain fondness for Coptown, I suppose.
Farmville has more money.
I don't think Carptown counts as mediocre. It's light one.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Coptown is a slum.
Yes.
But it's his slum.
Yes. I do enjoy slumming it among the carp. And so I think the landlubber sort of people who live in Farmville and grow crops deserve to be sacrificed over other, potentially similar populations.
Doesn't IHOP use Farmville?
It would be very wicked of you all to destroy what appears to be the only agricultural backbone of the entire region.
Everybody is going to die.
It would be very wicked of you.
We need to kill every sparrow. That is imperative.
Yeah, you may just destroy civilization here, which is extremely wicked. Everyone who will live off of fish alone will continue to do so until a new...
Goblins will become the new protein source of this world.
I mean, there are all those crabs.
It's true.
That's why I look green as goblins. That's why it's green.
Everybody just needs to become a ghost like me, and then everybody can just eat ghosts.
True.
People will die of hunger and turn into ghosts. It's a self-replicating process. Infinite food, infinite energy, really. I see no downsides.
It's finite. It only works once.
Well, then you turn into a ghost, and you're just one step down the food chain.
I mean, you just get pooped out as a ghost,
As a ghost.
then you can be eaten again.
Yes, by other ghosts, I assume. We'll have to interrogate your ghosts about how
8.
that might work. That's a lot of ghosts.
Is this Carapolymy's step 7 of the master plan? of the fourth impact, unite as ghosts?
It's his secret step, yes.
Excellent. Sounds like a lot of people in favor of Farmville. I didn't really hear any other secondary plans. Unless
No, I am down for genocide. That sounds fun.
We've done it before, we'll do it again.
That's true.
But this time we're trying to do it.
Yeah, but I mean,
We
it's
tried to do it-
inevitable anyway.
We tried to do it at the Wild, it was very effective.
This is true.
No. Gobi has no
The
idea.
poor
Oh,
druid.
great.
No one wants your idea, Kobe. Let me guess, we sacrifice guns.
What's a gun?
I thought that's the thing you make, isn't it?
Kobe make gun.
But your gun shoot gun, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't make the gun. He just makes the gun.
But you should still know what it is.
No, he has no idea.
It's a government bullet, obviously. Which fires the regular.
They're shells. We enslave all of Farmville so that they make money.
But everybody makes money.
How are they gonna make money? They make corn and potatoes.
How do they make money?
Nobody knows how money is made, but they'll figure it out.
Well, I know you take it from other people. You wager it, you lose it. I don't really know where it comes from.
Exactly.
It's
We
now
need.
canon that Farmville deals exclusively in corn.
They are the hub of corn for
Yes.
this society.
We kidnap the whole town, put them in like a big cage,
Yes, I'm with you so far.
and they craft money.
Okay, you've lost me.
They make money ingots.
So we sacrifice the money that they make? I'm very confused.
We
No,
were
we keep the money.
we were gonna put all their souls in the soul vessel. If we keep them alive in a cage, what are we putting in the soul vessel?
But everybody has money. Why does it matter that we take their money? Why does it matter that we keep them alive to take money? We're gonna have to sacrifice something that would otherwise have made money. Isn't it just... Do they make more money than other things? Is there something that doesn't make money that we could sacrifice?
That wouldn't be a sacrifice.
Then why don't we just sacrifice Farmville then?
Then no money.
But there...
Bartholomew's brain shuts down. He sits down on a rock and just stares into the distance for a while.
Kobe like points at our way too big scrawled on the wall plan that is functionally written in crayon ingots. We are on dungeon step. Last step is money.
We've robbed everybody else. How much more money do we need?
That's why they need to make more.
I do believe.
If we need
the
money,
short-
shouldn't we be going after the UPS who taxes everybody and hoards all the money?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're gonna kill them anyway, and then they won't make money. We'll just have theirs, and that's not good enough.
So what is your suggestion instead? For sacrifice?
Kobe and a baby.
And
Kobe just wants
But-
to be a daddy.
But
For
your
like
babies
8
could also
seconds.
make money. Well, couldn't we just put your baby in a cage and have it make us money?
Yes.
Then why? Bartholomew sits down again and falls silent once more.
So,
How about we just put Kobe in a cage?
Well,
Kobe like to see you try. Pulls out the chicken gun.
Kobe can make babies. The babies will funnel into a cage where they will make
okay, but
money.
who is Kobe going to make babies with?
I don't know.
Science.
Does,
What?
can you just self-replicate? Okay. Just put Kobe in a cage and see what happens. Meanwhile, we kill Farmville.
You are now effectively, you have the power of a god of sacrifice. So imagine that if you wanted to activate any kind of special thing,
Special
some
ritual
kind
like
of
things.
sacrifice is required.
Mm-hmm.
How do you extract the souls of an entire town?
Put them in a pie. A really big pie.
Uh-huh.
And then feed it to your sacrifice machine.
Kobe.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And that gives Kobe the fuel to make money, baby.
Golden
Sure.
baby.
Golden baby. And Golden baby becomes our treasure golem.
Yes.
Baby.
Okay, so we put Farmville in Kobe. Kobe spits out souls into the thing and a baby.
That is how I remember high school biology.
Works for me.
No.
So
We were on the top of a waterfall.
So we're just going to go do
We
what
were
we
fish.
normally do, except at Farmville instead of some other place.
Except Kobe eats them this time. Yes.
That's
How is
fairly
that
normal.
different?
Could eat trolls and steal Farmville.
But if you steal Farmville, then
Eat trolls, make baby finish Golem Farmville is money. Go blow up UPS.
why can't we just eat Farmville? I kind of want to eat Farmville. I'm trying to get a nibble while we're making the pie. That's kind of why I'm invested to this degree.
Have you ever tasted water troll ghost?
I have not.
Is big.
What the hell are we going to loot from the trolls?
Boats?
We already have boats.
More boats.
We don't have a use for the boats we have.
More boats.
You guys even know what the water trolls have? Has anyone
No.
done recon there?
No,
So you have no
We've
idea.
never been there. I don't think we've ever been to Farmville either, so.
no.
I don't think so.
We make all of our plans through baseless assumptions.
Yeah.
And then last minute, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably check that out.
And then you have flashbacks to establish
Yes.
that you were smart enough to do a bit of other stuff.
Fish, go scout Farmville and see if they make money.
Just seems like so much work.
Yeah, but then we'll find out they don't make money and we can not do Kobe's stupid plan.
Alright, if we can commit to doing Farmville, then I'll go scout out Farmville.
Okay.
Do we need to vote?
No.
I think we do.
No, I have no problem with going to Farmville.
Because I think Cody still wants to do
Well,
River
Kobe,
Trolls.
yeah.
But
Why
I-
don't we care what Kobe wants?
This could be a power struggle.
Yeah, I'm power struggling for Farmville.
If Gobi is against Farmville.
Yeah.
I'm with Fish.
My last power struggle against Kobe didn't exactly turn out great, but we'll see it this time.
Ate a snake.
Yeah.
True.
There's no snakes left to eat.
So are you continuing to argue for River Trolls Kobe?
I mean, you get scattered out, make sure the baseless assumption that they even make money is true.
Yeah, but I
You
can't
could
like
really-
I could go and do it just like in game time.
So there is a there's a mechanic for this as well.
Yeah.
It is a gather information roll.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you're trying to make your plan, like we don't want to go too deep into the planning
Yeah.
beforehand because we can work on details on the fly. But when we gather information, it's like okay, we don't even know which target to choose because we don't have the information for it. You can make a roll for it to essentially go on a little scouting mission,
Okay.
and or beat some people up to get information out of them or whatever you want to do.
I would like to do some scouting.
All right, let's roll for that.
Alright. I mean, I guess I'd like to go into Carp Town and threaten people until they give me the information that I want.
Okay.
But would Carp Town know anything about farm?
Because there's lots of merchants who go through there. They're a boat place. I want to learn about.
Farmville
only
doesn't
farms, so-
boat.
I want to see what I can about Farmville first and River Troll second,
Okay.
if possible.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
6. Okay, so Farmville first. You learn they do indeed use corn as their primary currency.
Mm-hmm. Those
so you
corn-fed bastards.
Yeah, you can make corn ingots, or, as money usually goes, when you don't have an economy
Yes.
entirely based on looting things from other people, you could sell the corn. to
That
others
seems like
for
something
money.
other people should do, and then we take the money that they make.
Exactly, right? That's not a very monster
That's
way to
called
do
enslavement.
You're not here.
it. They would absolutely produce a lot of corn.
Yeah.
If you were to press them for money.
Corn is famously a good bait for carp. So they probably have a lot of very enthusiastic information about
We can
that.
turn their corn into alcohol.
Mm. Do you need me to make a separate roll for the river
Yes.
trolls? Does it need to be a separate skill also?
If they have a lot of corn, they have a lot of poop.
Another 6.
Nice, okay.
The carp do also famously poop a lot.
So you scout out the river trolls a little bit, trying to figure out what's their deal, because you've never even been down there before. And your impression when you traveled here through the region originally was just that they had this ferry here, and they sort of just run that business, so they just extort travelers for their money and
Mhm.
whatever. But they're relatively peaceful, other than, you know, maybe setting their prices a little too high. But it turns out that they're actually, like, Well, a 6 is a full success. I'll give you some pretty good information here. It turns out that the river trolls are actually like the spirits of that river. And so they sort of are intrinsically linked to the river itself. You're not sure what kind of harm might come to the
That
river, the
sounds-
lake, whatever, if you were to do anything to them.
That sounds like a level of consequence that Carpalmu would care more about than just, you know,
'Cause
destroying the entire food chain of the entire region.
Indeed.
Because that's where people swim, is the river.
Yeah,
Right, so
it's
he's,
fish.
he returns back. He's like,
Alright, goes, I'm not gonna believe this. River trolls? I guess I don't really know what a troll is, but I was gonna say they're not really trolls, they're like river ghosts, but maybe troll is just a kind of river ghost. So yes, they're spirits of the river. If we sacrifice them, the whole river might just pop.
Oh, I mean, the lake is also the river.
Kobe has
It's just not flowing as fast.
So that's a very good point, I hadn't thought about that.
Kobe has idea.
What is your idea, Kobe?
You become River Troll.
But I don't want to become river troll.
You would own all of the water.
I already own all the water.
Yeah, but can you just like move it?
Oh, wait, if you already own all the water, then you own the river trolls.
Well, they would disagree, but I could say that I owned all of it and people could still disagree.
You could control the river, but
Yeah, we will when we're the richest.
no,
No, like,
not monetarily
physically.
control it, physically control it, spiritually
That sounds
control
boring.
it.
I am the
If
phone.
that's all you
I already
do,
control
sure.
everything spiritual.
Listen, I have a pretty good life already, okay? I don't need another job. That's just a lot of hassle. Look, I don't want to sacrifice these guys. Maybe later we can conquer them or something. Make them do our chores for us, our water-based chores.
You'd be able to charge all of Carp Town every time they use the water.
I could already.
They could teach
I
you
just
how to make
choose not to.
water ingots, which is the one thing you've not made.
It also sounds like
I have
their-
never experienced a winter.
It sounds like their spirits would be stronger than farmer spirits.
Yeah, but there's probably fewer of them. Look. I want to do the farm bill. No,
I will say,
who even eats corn anyway?
Farmville being a higher tier,
Yes.
if you were to eat everybody in Farmville, that probably would be more soul than river trolls. Even though each individual troll is probably more powerful than an individual person,
Yeah.
there's like a dozen trolls. Like,
There's like a dozen trolls. That's like nothing. The farmers, all they do is grow corn.
Well, yes. But,
What can you even use corn for?
but what if the farmers decide to join with the UPS? And
Well,
ally
we've
with
helped-
them against us.
We've already have sacrificed them.
oh,
Ideally.
That's what I'm saying. I think Farmville is more important.
You got
Yes,
a,
absolutely.
you got a 6 on the
Yes.
Farmville roll as well, right? So since that point came out, I'll give some extra clarification there. The UBS already does essentially run Farmville's economy. They are interwoven through there. They are extremely well implanted in that region.
So if we kill Farmville, we hurt UPS too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Farmville.
UPS is. They're
I was
taking
leaning towards
anything
troll,
useful
but-
from them. Seems like it's important to them. I think this would be another kick in the dick for UPS if we ate all the Farmville.
I do like kicking dicks.
It's just getting better and better.
It still would be if we took them over.
Yeah, but we can just put some goblins there when we're done, and then we'll have taken them over by having all people there.
If
Call
we,
goblins people.
Okay, fair point.
Like, I love that, like, 5 feet outside the door, there's goblins worshiping us, and we're like, you call these things people?
They're very cruel. They like it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
we-
you hear the goblins outside.
Well, we need someplace to resettle goblins.
But it's not
anyway.
like
They
a
can't
gas
live
bubble.
outside our front door forever.
That's very true. The goblins accelerate.
the goblins could take over Farmville and make the corn.
Ew.
Yeah.
Kobe doesn't want there to be that many goblins.
Well, I kind of think we don't have a choice unless we start eating a lot of goblins. Because they seem to reproduce pretty
Kobe's
fast.
trying!
And I appreciate that, Kobe. My vote is Farmville.
No, Kobe won't river trolls, I fight you.
Alright.
Oh no.
Power struggle.
Okay.
Choose your skills. It sounds like Carpalmu is the champion of the Farmville choice. Anyone else want
Does
to-
anybody else want to be champion?
No,
So,
I'm not fighting gun.
Kobe has completely rigged the golem to, through monster science, utilize the soul vessel.
Oh no.
So, in my power struggle, I'm just going to put him in the soul vessel
Oh no.
through just a vacuum cleaner. Because I invented a vacuum.
Yeah. It's
And then, like a cosplay, I have Covery and all the fixins to make it look like a Ghostbusters gun. And I'm positive that'll make it work, and it
It
does.
probably will.
It does, yeah, it worked.
Well, I'm hiding in sheer terror behind my invulnerable shield and just trying to like use that to block whatever is happening.
I like to think it's a gunpowder powered vacuum as well. There's a lot of gunpowder explosions.
Just a lot of explosions.
I'm not convinced I
Rotary
invented
pumping.
gunpowder.
Excellent.
Whatever I'm using,
I
no
think
idea.
as Pope, Metal is going to try and command the soul thing to not do anything for Goopy. Seeing as it is a relic of the Pope's, of which he is now the Pope.
Does that make you assist him or what? Team up?
Yeah, you could add a die to the.
Yeah, I will assist him in that way.
Assist
Thank
is
you.
plus effect open to consequences.
Plus effect, yeah, not
Okay.
you're right.
Team up is 2 people roll, and you go with the highest.
Yeah, I don't think you can team up on a power struggle. It could be.
I guess the active thing I'm trying to do is like shield bash Kobe. I'm hoping that my invulnerable shield will, I mean, ideally give him a concussion, but maybe reflect back something that he's trying to do at me.
His head is
I'm
so
kind of
hard,
paying
how are you
very
going to
little-
concuss him?
Trying to
It's a
fly
gamble.
this ship with a concussion would not be visibly different than how it normally flies.
It's okay,
I
Metal
think
can
if you
fly
start
the ship.
flying the ship without a concussion, you still end up flying the ship with a concussion.
It's true, we don't have harnesses or padding in there.
Those are really spicy.
Or seats.
Those are really spicy.
Mm-hmm. That's because they are made with real ginger. There's at least one
There's a
millionth
lot of
of
ginger
you
in
know.
there.
Ginger is bullshit.
Ginger is the
Ginger is
It was awesome.
one of life's complex pleasures.
Okay, yeah. You can team up during power struggles, actually.
Okay.
So it'd be you all just roll together and then take the highest result of everybody.
I'm gonna team up too.
Okay. I am smashing.
Yes, you are.
Alright.
Well, what does everyone else roll?
What is everyone?
Well, I'm threatening. I don't have a command function.
Right, you're threatening the golem, that makes sense.
So what do you?
I'm
what
threatening
are you
the
doing?
soul thing.
I'm smashing
not the
Kobe too.
golem.
Roll smash.
A 6.
I got a 5.
Kobe's getting pregnant one way or another.
Oh
I got 5.
All according to plan.
So we got a 6
We
smash.
smashed Kobe.
Nobody's crit, right? So just a 6.
Just a 6.
So all I have to do is crit.
Yes.
Oh no.
Dark
card.
Oh, I could have used a dark one too.
It's okay.
6.
Alright,
It's
so
a tie.
So
How many 5s did you get though?
2.
Darn.
so in a tie, I mean, yeah, neither of you are budging here. It's the 3 of you pushing back against Kobe, but Kobe has this godlike power right now. And even though he's not sacrificing anything, he's still just a big snake guy. So he's trying to cram Carpolomew into the golem.
Just shove some explosive candies up his cloaca and be done.
I don't have any explosives.
So
No,
you
but
guys
I
could,
do.
Good luck
Kobe's
finding
trying
it.
to force Carpolomew in, but Carpolomew's resisting, and Wax is also like helping push back. Metal is commanding the golem like not to open up the soul vessel, so it's gonna open a little bit, but it's like not all the way enough. So you could roll again if you wanna
Do
continue.
we have to do different skills this time?
Yep.
Um
That was the roll last time.
For a power shot?
Yep.
Normally that's for resisting.
And I'll just go with smash again if I can.
We can do different skills again this time. That makes sense
Okay.
to me. I like that.
And I am going to. I'm gonna just scream at Kobe, threatening him to stand down, because that's my other skill I got 3 in.
I'm going to invoke a tornado full of 3 couple ghosts who are each invoking a smaller tornado. So my tornado with
I
a
got a
dark
5.
card. The dark card adds a die, right?
Yep. If you like it.
Is a 6. And theirs
Full
is.
success.
You get to use your minions for this. It's a
Do I have
power
to use my
struggle.
minions for this?
Your minions can assist you, which would add plus effect, but you're already at the effect advantage here. So.
Darn.
They're essentially helping you gain scale.
Tornado.
So we got a full success on one side.
You didn't do anything?
No, I'm going to hit Kobe with one of the electrified
Oh,
shurikens there and try and get him to let Carpolomy go. Because why not?
Make him give up the ghost.
Yeah, that didn't happen. A 4.
Alright, so 6 is the highest over there.
So Kobe is going to hide.
Can't hide from the
Failed to
tornado.
push Carpolomy into the goal and skip out.
And while I'm
Very
hiding,
admirable.
my 5 kobolds, all armed with guns, are going to let loose a volley.
Okay, excellent.
This is how we finally died. Fighting with Kobe.
It was bound to happen.
Well, yeah, I can't believe it's taken this long.
5.
5, okay. So you try to run and hide, and then you just see Carpolomy's head like pop out of the wall where you were going to hide. And you are quickly caught. And the tornado makes it hard for the guns to be aimed. It's like all fire, but the gun
Now it's a tornado.
shells just get swept up in the tornado.
Gun, tornado.
Flung
Awesome.
around corners of the room. And then you get hit by a shuriken while you're like surprised by Kobe being in the closet you're going to hide in. Not Kobe, Carbon being in the closet you're going to hide in. And then you just get a
Kobe's never
shuriken
in the
back,
closet.
you get tased and fall over. And the power struggle is complete.
Cut to outside the room, and it's just all of our minions listening to tornadoes and gunfire and zapping and screaming. It's like they are planning.
Yes.
Colbert throws up.
Oh.
Is he in the room or out the room?
He's out the room.
He's just with they're planning.
We flashed you the Pope in your guild hall, and he's in the middle of like reading a prayer, and all this noise goes on. He's like, "Praise me! The cool gods are acting."
Yep. Okay.
And nobody died.
All right, so you
It's a
guys
good
have
day.
selected Farmville as the
Yes.
then.
Here's where the fire and the death begin.
This sounds like an assault plan. Bring full
Yes.
force to bear, driving off or killing all those who stand against you.
Yes.
And those who don't.
That also.
That too. Yeah, this is really a slaughter plan, which is not like one of the things, but it is now.
Probably for the best that that's not in the rules.
I think assault fits well enough.
Genocide.
Yeah, why is that not an
To be
option?
fair, they could have many different kinds of people, a great diversity of a farm in their ville. We care not what you look like, we care not what your ethnicity is, only that you
Well,
are a
very
farmer
inclusive.
and you are about to be a pie.
True. Questions. Where does the assault begin?
I think we should do death from above. We should just aim for as many as possible with the dragon to begin with to make it easier.
Well,
Are
that's
you
pretty
leading
much-
the goblin army?
That's a good idea, yeah. We should do
Do
that.
they
Worked really well last
have
time.
shit silos like a normal farm?
Of course.
Well, then that's what we light on fire.
Corn is kept in silos.
Not
Kobe.
important.
We'll
Okay.
drown them in
What
popcorn.
the hell is a shit silo?
That's where they keep all of the
No, but
manure that they use
that's
to
where,
tend the fields.
That's what Carpon.
Oh, you mean in the pit?
So.
I feel like if you put manure in a silo, you're just making a bomb.
Fergie
Yes.
knows a lot about farming.
But I
That's
feel
how
like
Farmville does it.
it's like,
We saw the The silage doesn't end up in the silo, the shit ends
It's-
up in the silo.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
The corn goes in the pit.
So I will
So much heat that it would.
the cornhole.
And that's the sentence that made it canon.
It is now.
So I'm gonna do my scouting
So
to establish a weakness in their defenses.
It would be the shit silo.
Yeah, I assume the shit silo is probably
one
the,
good
the
hit
whole
to
of their
that, and
defenses.
there's going to be a crater.
Because I have a hard time believing they would do that on their own, outside of bending and manipulating causality through monstrous science and scouting.
Perhaps it reveals that the UPS has been slowly manipulating these people into setting themselves up for
If they need to be
a
taken
contingency.
out
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
Exactly. Setting them up with a self-destruct button.
A cyanide pill for a whole town.
A silo made
basically.
pill.
Stop it. Can he just leave the room for like 10 minutes? Putting you in timeout.
It's the beard, it's growing back.
Giving him his power
I
back.
can't wait to have all of you roll stress checks in Mothership whenever a fun gets done. So, okay. Plan begins by firebombing the town,
Yes.
fire shit bombing the town. Who leads the way? Sounds like you all in the dragon.
Yes.
And are you
I
bringing
think
the
that makes
goblins
sense.
behind you after everything's on fire?
nah.
I can pilot the drill and come up from underneath, and the goblins go through the tunnel, and the rest of you hit from above.
You're going to want to come in after the whole town blows up.
I mean, we can do the timing however we
I
need
think
to.
we should save the drill for the UPS because we didn't do it on the light order, and I don't think a bunch of fucking farmers are going to be a problem. And that's like,
But we can. You can use it both times. We have drill.
yeah, but they'll be expecting it.
Are they not going to be expecting it based on the fact that we very publicly and obviously stole a giant drill while
But
ninjas
we
were attacking
haven't
us?
used it for any of our
Well,
slaughters.
technically, the one that we stole, we gave to the elves. We traded that to them.
Oh yeah.
We went back and got a second
Hmm.
That's right.
drill. The one,
Yeah,
the
so
one that we
maybe-
publicly stole, we don't possess any longer.
As long as they think we're just
Yeah, but we
using
didn't
it
publicly
Yeah, we
sell
don't.
it.
We don't need to use it.
Well, this is true.
that
We can-
I want to come up in the UPS's asshole, and I don't
Yeah.
want them to have any kind of fucking magic barrier in place because they saw us do this before. Every time we attack, we smash into them with our plane. I want them to have AA guns, and we just come up their
Well,
butt.
what we need to do is pack the drill full of fertilizer
Mhm.
and drive it straight up into their building and blow out the bottom of it and watch the whole thing go.
I'm not teaching a goblin to drive the drill.
It's okay. I'll do it. I can't get much deader. That was a lie.
I do believe we've demonstrated you can get deader.
It's actually one of the very few like metaphysical facts we understand about this cosmology.
You don't want to gain supernatural control
We'll
of
just have
the
your
river,
ghost drive the drill.
but you want to sit on a shit bomb and explode.
Yes.
Okay.
One of those is far more exciting than the other. So yeah,
Yeah,
this is
only
the dragon.
after the first like couple hours of having to drill.
And we can.
You're just thinking about the last few seconds.
Carpology does not care about logistics.
That's like a 3-day tunnel.
I don't have a nose. It's
Oh,
okay.
it's way more than 3 days.
Well, no, but we have to drive it basically to Farmville after we destroy Farmville. We'll load it with the fertilizer there, and then it's a short
We're
drive.
going to use the fertilizer to blow up Farmville.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of goblins.
Well,
can
we
make
need
more
to
fertilizer.
reserve some
Yeah.
of our.
Yeah, the goblins can make more.
So it's
That-
about a 4.5 day tunnel by if you were walking on foot. I
Yeah.
think the drill's probably slower.
I don't think
And
any
you
of us
have to
appreciate
go,
how
like-
slow a tunnel boring machine is.
Well, it's a magic drill. I don't.
It's not very
I don't
exciting.
imagine it as slow as a real tunnel.
Well,
boring
I mean, to
machine,
be
but-
fair, he can drive it down the river because he's already driven it underwater.
I can drive it down the river.
It had enough speed to eject out of the side of the cliff and like. fall forward. So it does have some speed, but I feel like it's not really faster than like any of you sprinting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you'd
The
be
hell
sprinting over.
sprints?
but
Not many of us can sprint
Metal
through rock.
doesn't run.
yes.
I think we should, and this is completely unrelated, start a clock to perform another ritual to wormhole from our base to the
But
UPS,
then we
but
gotta do
instead
a
of
whole-
delivering us or the army,
Uh-huh.
we just rain goblin shit on their property for no reason.
That's a good idea.
I like that. That'd be a lot shorter of a clock than teleporting your whole up.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to coincide
Chocolate
with us
rain.
attacking or anything. It's just
Some luck out and others.
here's what a tier 4 bag of
Chocolate
flaming
rain.
shit on your property looks like.
Uh huh.
So,
So Farmville.
either way, whether Bartholomew shows up in the drill later or not, that could be a flashback that needs to happen. Sounds like the dragon is leading the way. It'll blow everything up.
Yeah.
Aiming for the silo.
Alright, so that leads the charge. And I think I already know the answer to this question, but do you avoid any targets?
No.
Thought so, okay. So let's get into
Anyone that looks like a chess piece that's there shopping for people to kidnap, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. If we see IHOP people, avoid them.
That's fair, okay. So you're gonna try to avoid IHOP people if you see them.
Now if we accidentally kill them, we fail.
And if we find a giant lobster for no reason, or if we find a bunch of stoner dragons just hanging out in the corn.
I
Really,
mean, those people can be trusted to get away, I think.
it's a short list of people that shouldn't be there.
Mm.
But goblins are fair game.
We have all the goblins.
Well, if any of them were deserters, they
Yeah,
just-
then they're fair game. That makes perfect sense.
Alright. For this engagement roll, you are a higher target, higher tier than them. You get an extra die. You're using your resources well. You're using like the dragon and stuff in a good way, and you also have the scouting ahead. I'm gonna give you 3 dice in this engagement roll.
Man, I really gave us all of the good shit in the first 2 games. I was like, flying impervious dragon,
Yeah,
done.
it's helped out for sure. Well, you could have still just marched over there, but had Gladys cast a big fire spell or something. There were still would have been options, but having the dragon is one way to do it.
Yeah, what are the ghosts of B&B gonna do? Like, we just march through them and they'd be like, yeah, nothing to see here.
Pretty much.
Move along.
That's a 6. Woo! Okay, so the plan starts off exactly as you hoped. We see the dragon from the outside. We don't see the inside of it because we don't know if Carponi is in there or not yet. The dragon comes sailing in through the clouds. We just see it from the Farmville's perspective, looking up. A hole in the clouds appears as the dragon swoops through, spewing out fire as it heads directly for the cornhole, which is directly beneath the shit silo.
It's a bad location.
Well, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
First to UPS.
Fortunate Son starts playing.
Oh no. I love
dragon
the smell of
swoops in.
corn shit in the morning.
Sprays out the fire, and there is a huge fireball as the dragon swoops away. There are screams of terror. I think for dramatic effect, the sky turns red as everything around just lights on fire, and there's just so much light pollution from the fire.
This looks so much better for them than it is for us because we came down and we didn't swoop so much as it just kind of does that. So it was coincidental.
That's exactly. It worked out. You got a 6 in the
Just
roll.
as planned.
So
Inside, as usual, piloting.
Spamming the fireball.
I should have asked before you left. Anyone bring their minions? I think you all had them for free.
I always have my minions.
Yes.
They'll have morale. so.
Mine are coming to hold up my Popat.
Colbert is gyroscope strapped in on the inside, and he's still going in terror and agony.
Gyros, not even just taped to the wall, like this, in a
Yes.
completely unnatural tear
Aw.
position, puking everywhere.
It's the most comfortable position possible for him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else would be worse. He would be pinballing around, and that would not
It's
be
like cats where they'll sleep with their spine hooked
Yes.
around at an angle and their legs laid out. That's comfortable. Okay, so you've lit the town on fire. What's next?
Do they have a church?
They did.
It was the shit
It's now very on fire. The shit silo is right behind the church.
Why?
The town planning here was just.
The shit silo is also
They
their
worship the
steeple.
cornhole.
They worship the corner.
Probably.
Yes.
Well, I hit whatever I think is a church, but I'm incorrect is not a church. Because we've been using those as landing strips the whole time.
Excellent.
I'm not even thinking, it's just muscle memory. Probably a town hall or a library, something important, something pointy at the top.
Yeah.
I would like to flash back to Carpolomew having led the goblin army just overland,
Okay.
and us waiting for the screams to begin so that we can all just rush from the woods where we were hiding.
All right. I will say that's 3 stress, but no roll
Okay.
required.
Right.
So it is a several-day journey, but not a particularly risky one.
Alright, you know what to do.
No.
You're
The
not
goblins
here.
are all just staring at you.
Kill everyone.
You all have your
They just start stabbing
Yeah.
each
I
other.
was just thinking.
you all have your pre-rolled pie
Everyone.
crusts. You all have your sacks of turnips and carrots. And you all have your clubs and or swords.
A whole bunch of goblins hold out empty sacks.
Well, I could have thought this up better. Go get them.
Those weren't rations.
No, you don't get food until we're done. But
The
there's-
goblins-
It was a weak walk.
eat him.
One of the goblins holds up his club, which has a bite mark taken out of it. They all charge him with his clubs.
And I charge in also.
Some of the goblins just start swinging at each other while they're running. Like,
That's the spirit.
It's like shaking up a hornet's nest before throwing it at your enemy.
the-
Gotta get them good in the head.
Yes. The screams from the town just redouble. They're like, they're screaming and running from the fire, and then it's just, oh god, goblins, no! And the panic continues to rise. You
We
see
heard
people,
they all got wiped out by the orc.
Yes. You see someone on fire run across the street, running back and forth, panicking, then just fall over. 3 goblins or whatever just start beating on them with clubs. It's quite a mess you're making out here. What are you guys doing?
I assume you know how to extract the spirits and put
Well,
them into
have
the
we
thing?
landed?
We're gonna make them into a pie. We went over this.
Okay.
Have you landed?
Well, you were in the other church. The church of the cornhole was burned down, sadly. But there is they had just had a second branch across town because you can never be too far.
It's a big place.
Yeah. So you landed in the other church, making sure to really just get all of them. It was a little on fire, but you just plow right into it. You guys have now landed.
Never stopped us before.
Yep.
My minions start assembling the trebuchet we use to exfiltrate, and then I slither out. I have no plan.
That's okay, because Metal is going to go out with his escort holding his Pope hat and proclaim this land is now part of the Pope's lands.
Ah, okay.
Is this a sacrifice if they're my enemy?
Are you trying
We're just
to
recreating
invoke
the
some holy
Crusades.
spell here, or are you just
Yes, with my no skills in invoking.
Okay, let's see how you roll for it.
He
then.
does have a hat.
I do
Yeah.
have the hat and the ring.
The hat is made as possible.
A 2.
Me too. You step out and proclaim this land is now holy ground. I think this is the best possible consequence of this, which you can resist. But the ground itself does actually start to become holy. You succeed at the spell, and that's very bad for you and all of your goblins. So like the ground around you starts to shimmer with gold. Your feet start to burn like hell that you're standing on this stuff. It's a slow expansion though, and if you want to resist this, you can stop it.
Would he want to resist us? Is the question.
You don't have to. That's definitely true.
No, I don't. I think he likes the fact that something is happening.
Okay.
He's finally managed to do something using this.
Absolutely. So this circle starts to expand across the town, and as it does so, it'll like catch up to a goblin who's like attacking somebody or like gnawing on somebody's ear or whatever, and as it does, the goblin will yelp in pain, jump up into the air, and then just disintegrate into dust.
Oh.
I mean, we are here to destroy after all.
Yeah.
Is this?
Kobe's gonna snort the dust.
Oh no.
It is a familiar goblin smell.
We are sacrificing our own goblins with highly energy. This will cause the divine pregnancy.
Is the ground getting hot for everybody or just for him because he's being blasphemous?
All of you are monsters, so
Uh-huh.
yes, it's probably going to be doubly bad for Carpathians.
It's okay.
I'm
on the
going to
pogo
invoke
stick.
my ghostly power and levitate above the ground.
I mean, so you're fine then. You just have the stress for it.
Can I invoke like a cooler ground area around
So the
us?
problem is, it feels like hot pain to you, but it's not that the ground is on fire. It's that it's like holy.
Gotta create some desecrated
desecrated
ground.
Yeah, I need to
You can make some
invoke.
desecrated
So
ground.
yeah,
yes.
unholy ground.
Yeah, you can invoke for that.
Cool. 6.
6. Okay. So you make like a circle around you, and on a full success, we'll say it actually follows you around.
Nice.
Nice.
Anybody standing in that circle, we'll say a 30-meter circle. It's pretty big. Around
Goblins
you.
just start hugging you.
Yeah. A whole bunch of your army just starts to swarm around you, due to
Like
Tennessee,
Pikmin.
the holy fire.
I just pogo stick.
Everyone who is not safe from the fire at this moment, take shock to guts.
Pogo stick.
What?
What?
No, you're in the
Okay.
safe
That's
unholy
your
ground.
defense items. You can
I'm in
cross
the
that out,
safe
right?
unholy ground.
Or was that
Yes.
your bat?
It's a
Yeah.
30
That's
foot
my
radius
bad. I
around
just
us.
have a pogo stick.
You just have the pogo stick. Okay. That's fine. I'll allow that. I will say it'll make some other actions riskier for you, but
I'm no stranger.
yeah. I just mean more like if any actions, the pogo stick isn't a permanent solution. So if you're
The
falling,
pogo
you're
stick
gonna
is a
break the ground.
self-righting pogo stick.
Yes. Yeah.
So I might fall off it, but that's gonna stay
Yeah,
straight up.
exactly. So there's
They'll
a
hop away from
possibility you could land in the fire later, but for now you're safe. Okay. So your goblin army is currently being decimated. Kobe is very happy about this.
Snorting.
Well, I guess
some
we're
goblins.
sacrificing goblins now.
Are you going to try to gather the
I
goblins?
thought the
at some
plan
point?
was we were
With my
sacrificing everything
nose.
here.
More sacrifice, more better.
I mean,
I'm just chasing them down and snorting.
I guess.
So you're just chasing down individual ones rather than trying to collect all of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be too smart.
Fair.
This is on the fly idea Kobe
Yes.
suddenly had and did not prepare for.
I'm gonna.
The mental picture of you pogoing around, and just swooping close to the ground and just sniff as you go.
Sometimes I just like land, kick a goblin over.
Oh gosh. I'm just gonna I'm still walking and running. It's just like an inch above the ground, and I'm just gonna run people down and behead them with my axe.
I like to think that you are still walking and running an inch above the ground, but like you're very slightly slower than like your
Yeah.
feet would
I have very exaggerated motions.
Yes. Yeah. So it looks like you take 3 steps and you move forward like 2.5 steps. So you're just running around.
Come over
attacking
here.
people,
I
basically?
need to eat you.
Okay.
Not
yep.
now. I just need to prepare you to be eaten.
Excellent.
That's a 5.
All right. Yeah, so you start running around just eating things. I think on the 5, you notice that strangely, in this consecrated field, the people that are dying here, their souls appear to stay bound to their body. Their ghosts are just kind of
Interesting.
stuck in the body. So you see the ghosts like try to leave the body and get stuck, and the ghosts are like panicking because they're stuck in the body. It's weird stuff.
You will make a good pie. Now on to another.
And I'll just keep going on and keep
Alright.
harvesting for the pie.
Mid snort, I have to be like, somebody steal everything.
Oh, I am. Don't worry.
Yoink. Grab some silver out of the thing. Shoves it in the bag.
I rifle through somebody's pockets and then through their ghost's pockets.
I got $20 and 20 ghost dollars.
This is making me question so many things.
No. 20 corn. Just 20 little kernels.
And then 20 ghost corn.
Yes.
Not little kernels, entire cob corn
They're
What
on
is
fire.
that?
This is
in
popcorn
one
now.
pocket.
Yeah, there's a lot of popcorn going on, that's true.
We have triggered some kind of ancient sorcery. It is causing all of their corn to self-destruct. It is useless to me now.
You do hear shouting in the background when people say, "Protect the cornhole! Protect the cornhole!"
I guess I'm going to the cornhole.
You see a circle of people from the town all standing around the cornhole,
Is the
like
cornhole not on
arms
fire?
interlinked. Like it appears to not be on fire at the moment now.
I can see where we're going.
So there's just like a crowd with a circular cutout in the middle of it where the.
I'm gonna fire a fire arrow into the air so that it arcs over their heads.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that. I like that.
Is the corn especially flammable, or is it just...
4, and that used a supply.
Okay. I think indeed the corn. I think you fire the arrow up, it sinks down to the cornhole, and you definitely hit your target.
Yeah,
But it seems like it does not.
I win.
Gladys is rubbing dice.
Cornado.
Absolutely.
We
Cornado.
want to launch chickens at it, but that works
5.
too.
The chickens will eat all the corn.
That's...
5.
5. I'm gonna put.
Well, question before you do that.
I already
So-
done it.
I know, but how big of a tornado?
corn.
Cornado size.
A
The
tier
whole-
3 spell sized tornado? A tier 2 sized tornado?
I don't know the difference. Enough
So-
to make a lot of corn go at a very high rate of speed so that it puts corn-sized holes in all the people.
Okay, that
So
sounds
it
tier
puts
3.
corn holes in
So
people.
Yes.
when you roll this, you actually want to roll -2 dice on it.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so
I'm
big
gonna-
spells are riskier,
I'm gonna use a thing.
You said Dan card.
and you take 2 stress.
I'll give you one of my dark cards.
Okay, let's
Cool.
shoot. But
When
so
I say
are we
one of
roll
mine, I
this, or
mean
do you
my
just use
one.
my original roll?
Re-roll it, yeah, just because we have.
you of the cornholio.
5 again.
5 again. Okay, excellent. So 2 stress for that. And you summoned the tornado.
Can I spend stress to establish another?
Yes.
The corn, it's an incredible heavy amount of corn they use to keep something buried that they don't want to get out.
Okay.
The corn is now being lifted off.
The corn is now being lifted off.
The scarecrow.
How about a little fire scarecrow, Indiana?
So the tornado spins up and it rips up out of the cornhole. And these people that are standing around the cornhole just suddenly get slaughtered in a blender of blood as the corn, like you said, is fast enough to rip through their bodies.
Oh,
as it
yeah.
spins around. And so these people are just standing there when suddenly just corn starts going through
This
their
is the
bodies
best
repeatedly
barbecue I've
all
ever
over
had.
them. And they just
Oh,
get
yeah.
Swiss cheesed and explode into blood.
The mating has begun.
They died doing what they loved.
Now, Metal
They
at this
became
point
one of
is
the
going to
They
demand
were-
tribute,
Yes. They
They
were-
Country
become the
girls make
cornhole.
do.
hold
no.
up his ring, and try to
Alright.
enhance whatever the hell he's accidentally done.
All of Farmville just got riddled with cornholes.
If they're lucky, they'll each and every one of them being reincarnated.
No!
Oh. Boo.
I physically restrained myself from backhanding you.
Double
and spelling
one.
that all over
Double
the
one!
I think
How did you?
It is the
How?
power of the ring.
Oh no.
I think you just get smoked. It's just divine holy energy from this guy. Wow!
What are the odds of that happening?
You get
place.
knocked.
It's just like, cut the shit.
Yeah. You get knocked on the head so hard you get flattened out on the ground on your back.
His Pope hat is dead.
And you're going to be bloodied.
My Pope hat is dead. My poor Pope hat.
Your Popat actually miraculously appears to have not suffered anything.
Well, there we go.
It's
Thank
what
goodness
saved
I
you
can
from
recover.
dying.
Probably.
Okay, so that means everything is shocked now.
Everything shocked, you're bloodied.
Look at that, though. I've now got a thing in Invoke.
Have you ever been hit by God so hard you develop magic powers?
Oh, that's how it works.
I mean, it clearly worked. He just doesn't know how to aim it yet.
Exactly.
Well, yes, I supercharged whatever. I just hit myself with it. It's like trying to learn to use the bungee deck.
You're very familiar.
Out of the cornhole, sprouts a plant.
Woo!
A very large plant.
Oh no.
Jack and the Beanstalk sized plant. It starts to rapidly accelerate its growth up towards the sky as the massive amounts of sacrifice and the corn has been lifted away from it.
What
Up
is
the ceiling.
pollination?
God.
I'm gonna kick you in the ribs.
As it grows, it is apparently an incredibly large corn plant.
That can't be bad.
Oh.
It pierces the clouds, and there are these huge ears of corn forming.
Huh.
And that's just how we get up to the next world, which is just a bunch of cloud cities that we have to take over.
Yeah, that we campaign to.
That's how
Well,
we get to the
They have also
mothership.
never heard of
At least
kobolds.
now we know how we're getting from
They
one
have
campaign
hornbulls.
to the
They're
next
actually
campaign.
all kobolds.
We came here on the corn.
So we're just all taking our characters to the new campaign.
Yes.
I see. How convenient.
Space corn.
I think the sacrifice is working.
Metal's going to assume that whatever he just did is responsible for
Probably.
that
right?
thing.
Yeah.
It's the cornhole, but it's like a wormhole. Sends us to space.
The plant starts to soak up the blood through its roots.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good. We need that to thicken the pie.
It's not soaking up the spirits,
You,
is
you
it?
occasionally see some of the people who have like their souls stuck in their bodies, like I said earlier, from the consecrated ground. Like some roots from the corn plant will like snake over, just like a root comes out of the ground.
Okay,
grabs
that
the
is
body
not
and
good. I
starts
gotta
to-
do something about this.
Alright.
I'm gonna take my Treebane axe.
Ah, yes!
And I'm gonna call Colbert and we're gonna gallop to the stock and I'm going to swing for all that I'm worth.
Alright. Give me that roll.
Unfortunately, it's not a corn bane axe.
It is very unfortunate.
It works, I think.
That's a crit.
Yes, okay, it absolutely works.
And we cut to the future where someone is giving a lecture from a tome to the class. And that's how we discovered that when any plant is big enough, it is technically considered a tree.
I like to think that there's either that interpretation or it's like an axe of giant plant slaying, but the only giant plants they had to test on were trees. So just
That
those
makes
are
sense.
trees. So, yeah, you all see Colbert and Carpolomew charge towards this giant cornstalk. And I think our view stays stationary while you get smaller approaching the plant until you disappear out of the perspective because the corn plant is just that massive. And then there's just a flash and a cut across the entire corn plant, and it sags and tilts. And it's just like a perfect cut that the entire plant just tilts in one corner,
Lands in the
Very-
flyer.
slowly falling due to its massive size and just the relatively light density of it compared to like a heavier structure. The air resistance is pretty strong, so it's slowly falling.
What
You can tell it's gonna
direction?
cause- since this is a crit, I was gonna have this
UPS.
go into the forest, but on a crit, this is headed towards UPS.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So it's slowly tilting down towards
idiots.
UPS. There's a shadow forming over UPS headquarters.
Metal is going to right himself
Yep.
and say, "Behold,
Your minions
I have
the-
smote your god."
Your minions holding up the Pope hat behind you.
Is there anybody left to
shout
be
this
making this
over the
declaration
battlefield.
to?
To only goblins who look up confused and scratch their heads. But you're very dramatic, you minions clap. But I think you have at this point slaughtered all of the people here. There's now just a matter of collecting their souls,
Yes.
which are conveniently packaged in body size
Yes.
bodies.
Very convenient.
Husks. You gotta shuck the souls.
These souls
Let
can
us. We must loot.
Alright, goblins, begin pie preparations.
One's on
Where
fire.
are they?
Is the ground
Where did they all
still?
go?
I have no idea. The ground's probably still
There
hot.
are like goblins packed in every inch of Gladys' circle. Just like all huddled together. Occasionally when they'll just shove another one out, like and they'll start fighting and bickering, and that one will just
They're climbing up on top of each other like War Z.
yeah, they're making a goblin pyramid.
So how are we going
A
to...
pyramid, but with a very clear, like, open donut center where she is. 'cause
Yeah.
none of them have-
So why is the ground spicy again? I assumed it was some sort of profane corn-based magic. But they're all dead, and I killed their corn god.
It is my magic,
Oh, why did you do that?
because this is now the Pope's land.
Which one?
Yes, but
It was his
I
blasphemy.
think you're
that
using the
caused
wrong pope power. It hurts.
Your pope power is incompatible with corn power.
You killed
What's
so
our
many
what's our
Mormons.
objective to destroy everything here?
Yeah, but it didn't really help with that. It kind of made it.
Is everything
a lot harder.
destroyed here?
Yeah, but how are we gonna make a pie now?
The ground is hot.
You're
You
the
can
only
bake
one that's
the
ever
pie
talked
right
about
on
a
the
pie.
ground.
He's never talked about needing a pie.
Kobe like pogo sticks over and is very clearly pregnant.
Oh goodness!
Kobe snorted so many goblins.
Not the immaculate conception.
Are you just fat?
In the background of this conversation, occasionally the camera angle just sees the corn plant getting lower and lower. Is that ever so like a few degrees lower?
We're gonna leave before that even lands. We don't care.
We're still gonna feel it no matter where we are.
It's on fire, giant corn.
I think we need
kernels
to
are
take to
exploding
the
in
air
huge
so we
popcorn.
can watch it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Also, the air hopefully isn't as spicy as the ground.
Well, in this way, if they see us flying around as this thing hits them, they'll know it's us.
Sure.
We can't
They'll probably know it's us anyway.
watch it from the air so much as we can see it every quarter of a second as our viewport goes like this.
We can pretend.
Okay, our work here is done then.
Hawaii.
Well, our work isn't. We still need to collect the souls.
Kobe's not leaving until you smear my pap.
What?
What?
There you go. That's now the Pope's land.
How did he just say? He wants us to
He wants to smear the Pope.
Okay. Killing metal, I guess.
It'd be real
Sacrifice.
easy.
So are you gonna eat the rest of these, Kobe? Because I will if you won't.
Kobe does not want twins.
I like to think that Kobe isn't actually pregnant. He just ate a comically large amount.
I snorted them. Like, my stomach isn't big, my lungs are.
So we're basically done here then.
It's like
Goblin.
goblin.
Sacrificed my own people. That counts probably.
Well, I'm gonna load people into the dragon if Kobe's not gonna eat them.
Wait, so you must give them safe passage to the dragon.
I mean,
Kobe, you
I
know,
don't
not
think
safe
he
passage
means
as much as
living
they're
people.
dead.
you have an instinct here. You think that sacrificing your goblin army here would be a big enough sacrifice for this, but there can't be any survivors. There's currently some survivors. You're like 90% of the way there to baby. We just need like another few dozen goblins and it'll be done.
I'm gonna act like I'm getting in the ship and then turn around and watch a chicken drone at my own
Oh
house.
no. So that's where Gladys is standing currently.
I don't care.
Alright. So,
counter with a tornado.
Gladys, do you want to defend the goblins or no?
What did we kill the whole town for if he just needed goblins?
Well, the town wasn't my town. It's not a sacrifice. That's what I kept trying to tell y'all when you decided to eat it. You can't sacrifice
Oh, he needs
your
a
enemy.
sacrifice for the baby. We need the
So I
town
guess- So the choices here are,
for the pie.
if you let some goblins survive,
For what pie?
you'll eventually have another goblin army.
Yeah.
It's given enough time. So you could either finish sacrificing your goblins here. That would be a big enough sacrifice for Kobe's whole thing to take off. The whole process, you know. Or you could sacrifice the town,
We've already sacrificed the town.
but their souls are still in their bodies.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Kobe to eat the town. Kobe doesn't want to eat the town. Kobe
You
just
could
eats
do the
goblins.
goblins, and that was totally valid.
Does the
It
town
would
need to
lose your
pass
goblins.
through Kobe in order to get the souls out?
We just haven't established how you're getting the souls, so if you guys want to.
Yeah, like, the people are already dead. It's not like we're getting anything out of them if we don't sacrifice them. Like, we should just sacrifice them to Kobe. Just force feed the people to Kobe.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to command the goblins out of the circle while pogo sticking on this very fun
So we
instantly
need
kill
to
you
get the
land.
souls into
Do
the
you
soul
want to threaten
catcher.
them out of the circle?
Is that
Yeah,
right?
but
yes.
we need to force
Sure.
feed the people to Kobe first.
That's what the pie is for.
Metal is going to command the
Oh.
souls to go into the soul
Okay.
catcher.
Give me an invoke roll.
Because, God knows he hasn't screwed this up every time he's tried this so far.
You have a dot now.
3.
Christ. You suck at being a pope.
I know.
There's
This is
there
like,
has
you
been
know,
so much holy manifestation in the last 5 minutes. Metal's an amazing pope. It's just that's really bad for the rest of us.
I think you.
Give me the hat. I can do this better than you can.
doesn't.
Give me the. Can I steal his hat?
You can certainly try. This will be a power struggle.
I mean, I
Let's-
do have a moderately
Let's
sized
resolve
pope
this first
hat.
action first. So, on a 3, you command all the souls to rise and go into Kobe.
Well,
Unfortunately,
into whatever the soul catcher thing is.
yeah. Did you bring that with you? Is that
I
in
have
the
no
dragon?
idea.
I think that's just in the golem.
Yeah, he put it
Yeah,
in the
it'll
Yes,
be
room
it's
already.
a golem in the base still, so we don't have that. So maybe we're gonna store them in Kobe. I think was part of the plan.
Somebody could flashback
Okay.
to say that we have the vessel with
You
us.
could flash back to it, yeah.
He used it as part of his Ghostbuster thing, though. Like he
Yeah, but that
put
was
it in
before we
the-
left.
Mm.
That
You
was
can have it if you
weeks
want.
before the goblin army had to walk here.
True.
I don't think Kobe would consider the distance to be an issue.
True.
I think Kobe's, or not Kobe, Metal rather, would be
Okay, so you're
considered.
commanding them all the way
He's
back to your base.
commanding them to go
Gotcha.
Okay.
to this thing.
Either way, then, give this command to the souls, and they simply break free from their bindings and start to rise up into the air. So they're all slowly escaping. It's
I
not
have
like
freed
it's-
them now, Carpone.
I'm gonna take my bug cage that has enough sorceress power to hold an entire pope in it. And I'm already ghost
Yeah.
flying. I'm just gonna try to hoover them all up into my bug cage.
Alright, give me a roll for that.
Alright, I am going to threaten them to get in me sack. And by
Ferdinand's
sack I
gone.
mean cage.
Bye, Ferdinand.
That's a 6.
Okay. So, I think you're at a small scale disadvantage here just because
He died.
there's so many souls.
Yes.
You swoop up a huge number of them in your cage. The cage is like massive trailing
Okay.
behind you, but there's still some souls floating with you.
Soulnado.
Soulnado, okay. Sounds like another tier 3 spell. If you wanna gather
Tier
the rest of
3?
them that way. If you want to gather all of them, you could do a tier 2 and it would be less of them, but
What was the last one? 2 or 3?
3.
And that was only 2 stress? Okay.
It was 2 stress and minus 2 dice.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2.
Okay, so 1 stress and minus 1 die.
4.
4, mixed success. So you gather up, we'll say if this is a 4-tick clock of gathering up the souls. Bartholomew got 1, Gladys got 2 more of the ticks. There's 1 tick left of gathering up the souls. So there's still like some stragglers starting to fly up now, and those remaining ones are maybe like 15 feet in the air, slowly ascending.
Does
Kobe,
my-
what are you doing?
My reasonably sized Pope hat command any power over
You
their
can
souls?
certainly try. But I want to see what Kobe's doing.
Yes.
Storing in goblins. Kobe can't reach up.
So so the goblins are all currently safe. Are you trying to force them into a snortable state?
Yeah, they'll run from chickens.
Okay, so you fire the chicken gun.
Oh yeah.
Okay, roll for it.
Six.
6. The chicken gun explodes, or the chicken drone explodes over the goblins. They see the chickens. They all throw their heads up in surprise, like, ah! And then start to scatter outwards.
Lunch is served.
Not noticing that they'll already having forgotten why they were sticking in the circle, so they'll take a step out and vanish, and the ones right behind them are like looking up behind them while they run, and they also vanish into the light, and then they vanish into the light. Gladys, you're seeing your goblin army rapidly dwindle.
I'm just bouncing around in a circle, snorting with a straw that came from God knows where. It's comically large.
What is a straw if not a plastic snake?
What the fuck are you
True,
talking
so
about?
true, actually.
I think he just opens his mouth and he's just as surprised as everyone else what comes out of it.
Surprise myself.
I'm more interested in trying to get the souls under control.
Okay.
We're gonna sacrifice both because that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
you could.
I mean, everything's being sacrificed at this point.
Including our dignity.
There were no
We had
defenders
dignity.
for this entire population.
Nope.
They put up 0 fights.
They were a tier 3 non-combatant.
Yep.
They had a lot of corn, that was their strength.
Is using the reasonably sized Pope hat a
Could be
evoke?
invoke, yeah.
Okay.
What are you trying to do with it?
I don't exactly know what it does.
This never stopped.
It just
before.
kind of sings, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's got some angelic
So I'm just
whispers.
gonna kind of focus
Right, so
magical energy through it and hope it.
would you say you're praying for something to happen?
Yes.
What are you
I mean-
praying to happen?
I mean, what are you trying to
I'm
catch?
trying to
You've got
catch
the,
souls so
the
that
bug catcher, right?
yeah, but like keeping literally all of our goblins from getting eaten so we can never have goblins again might be a bigger priority than catching the souls. I
Yeah,
still
you-
got stuff I can do.
You are literally witnessing a genocide of the last goblins.
Like we have no more
We
goblins.
haven't left any behind.
No.
Oh.
If Kobe wins, we have no goblins.
Correct. Yeah, Kobe gets what he wants. which
I
is-
am tier 3. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna gather a couple goblins into the safety of my shawl.
We have.
Forcibly, because they're
Yes,
like terrified.
They're safe with me. They're fine.
So you trying to like banter with them to comfort them, or maybe trick Kobe to hide them, or
No, I'm going to forcefully gather them up to me and hold them.
Are you gonna smash them into
And-
submission?
No, I'm just gonna hug them really forcefully.
But like, what skill is that?
Smash.
There we go.
Powerfully hugging them
you go to
in
smash
safety
them
and
into
comfort.
submission. Got it.
They don't like safety or
This is-
comfort.
It'll be very confusing to them.
6.
6. Alright, so you pull a couple goblins under your cloak. And just
Smother
hold them
them.
there.
Now, Metal heard her begin to pray
Yes.
and then stop for some reason, so he's going to take the prayer up himself
Okay.
to
Oh, no.
gather them into his popet.
Okay.
The goblins.
The goblins?
Split into the Bobat.
No, he's going for the
Souls.
soul.
Oh, the
Okay.
souls.
That was the goblins.
You can fit a few
It's
under
like the
there.
cat in the hat, but with goblins and popes.
Oh, one.
Would you stop rolling? Just
So is he dead? Because he was bloody.
He is bloody. So you can resist this.
please.
But I think you're about to get smote again. You feel it coming. The same like hair on the back of your neck standing up kind of feeling that was happening before.
Now, what happened visually last time he got smoked?
I think like a spotlight from the heavens opened up on you, but it was so bright, it like shining brilliant light that nobody could really see.
Can I
you.
see him
Then
try
Me-
to use
Metal is going to hold up his mirror.
And then when the light,
I love it.
when the light was gone,
Okay.
he was just face down.
What do I need to roll for that?
A different skill than you rolled before. Whatever you think, maybe.
Finesse to
Scan.
do it quickly.
finesse to do it.
Probably.
and do
finesse.
accurately? Yes.
A 3.
Oh no! Okay.
The Uno reverse.
You pull out the mirror and you hold it right under your face, just as the light hits it, so the light hits you twice.
Is that a failure?
That is a failure.
Can I defend for him?
Yes.
Right. Oh,
Can I try to have
Okay.
intervened before he got smote?
You're too late for that. You can flashback,
You had to talk.
but I'm not sure how you flashback. You need to summon your own flashback.
Like, I would go to see him try to use his Pope hat and know that it's not going
So-
to end well.
So it's a 3 stress during before anything else happens.
Before anything else, yeah.
Yeah. and-
But Gladys, we can't undo the continuity, but
Okay.
you can establish that like something secret was happening, right? So you can't like stop him from praying, but you could like say, good thing I already had a bigger mirror over him or something like that, right? Like that kind of it's possible.
Do you just carry a giant mirror?
No, I've been running around with a little hand mirror this entire time.
Oh.
I like the
This is
thought
his
of,
principal defense
I
mechanism.
can
has
flash
always
back.
been
I
his
got
mirror.
one.
Alright, what do you got?
So,
I don't think I need to use one.
I saw him trying to mutter a prayer, and I'm convinced he's trying to stop the consecration because they don't want the goblin army to die.
Okay.
So, to stop him from doing that, I whipped a whole potion under his feet.
Okay. Excellent. Alright.
And Lord knows where that'll take him.
Okay.
You have created a new cornhole.
the second cardinal.
I don't know where he goes, but we'll find out.
Alright, so
We'll
you
find out anyway.
But it was an attempt to stop him from praying real good.
yeah. So it was a little late then, but a hole opens up underneath Metal's feet, and he just suddenly falls in backwards. But it appears to Metal that as he falls in, the holy light stops at the ground. It doesn't penetrate through the hole for some reason, but you see it blast above
So
you.
it's going to pull my minions in with me. Because they've still got a hold of my hat.
Yes, the hat gets like snaked into the hole. It's like getting pulled along with it. And so once the light is gone, you guys just see a hole on the ground. No minions, no Metal.
Ah,
Nailed it. Now I can eat all the goblins with my nose.
Yes.
How many stress was that flashback?
That was, you used a supply for it. I'll say stress for that one. That's not too bad.
So, Colbert is strapped.
Mhm.
So I imagine I filled my first bug cage. I now pull my second bug cage off of Colbert.
Okay, excellent.
And I go and I finish gathering up.
I'm no longer shocked to guts. From the
you
invoke?
rolled guts, right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna gather the last remaining souls.
Can you do that, or do you need to order the poor bear to be like,
Well, he's not flying. He's not a ghost.
I think you can use your minions supply. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I could just chain guns without reloading 5 times.
Oh.
Yeah, well, so your minions have one supply box, but yes.
I got 5 of them, and they're all strapped.
Right, but your minions collectively have
You collectively have a minion that may be separated into multiple
Yes.
entities.
precisely.
They have to have a whole reload team.
And
Yes,
it's
they're very
specifically
specific.
your supply, not your equipment. So it was like a potion or something, you brought like a whole potion or whatever.
Oh god, they'll have chickens.
They all have
Oh
chickens.
no.
yes. Well, they
They're
all
a mortar
collectively-
team.
They all collectively have a chicken.
So that's a crit.
Oh, crap. Okay, so you definitely gather
I'm
all
taking
souls.
all of George's luck as usual.
Yes.
I'm sorry, George.
Oh, that's quite alright, sir.
So I think the soul NATO has actually funneled them into your other soul cage as well. So now you just have huge double cages of souls you're rolling around.
My dice know we're not playing D&D. I'm just saying, the hell with this game.
yes.
I have them.
Rolling low will help your mothership and stuff.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
We can go now. I've got them all.
You just have to get Kobe to eat them.
Have to get Kobe to eat them. Or just, I guess, shove them in the soul catcher. I guess
That's
we really
true.
don't need the Kobe baby for this. We got all the souls we need.
That's true.
Kobe cannot move that.
Not with that attitude. We got a funnel, we got a hose. We can make something work.
So
We have neither of
let's
those things.
resolve.
I flash back to a funnel and hose.
We'll leave metal in limbo for now, but let's resolve the goblin thing. I think this deserves a power struggle at this point to see if you manage to.
Does he know I've had goblins?
That'll be part of the power struggle. I think you weren't sneaky about it. You're smashing, right? So you're defending them, but you weren't like being true.
Yeah, but he was busy snorting goblins. Like, he might not have
I
noticed.
think so. I did offer to let you hide them sneakily, and you chose to do it with a smash instead, right? So like,
Yes.
if you wanted to be sneaky, you could have rolled trick for that. But so I think he knows. So you guys got a power struggle. Right now, it's only Gladys and Kobe who are.
I'm gonna
involved because the others are busy.
dive bomb, body slam Kobe with my invincible shield.
Okay, so you can assist as well. I don't. Can you assist and also hold on to the souls? Is the tricky thing.
I mean, I can just drop them.
You did roll a crit on Gingham, so that's fine. I'll allow it. If
Can
you
I
have-
drop them and have Colbert catch?
Okay, that works. That works. Colbert catches him.
Colbert is flattened.
Thump. Thankfully, he's very
And
fluffy.
then the other one hits him.
Well, the souls are trying to fly away, so he's maybe slowly being pulled up by the
Oh no! Poor Colbert.
He's preparing for a tactical bear.
Alright. last roll
Against
of
his
the night.
will.
Let's figure out what let's go rolling for this power struggle. See if the goblins survive or not.
So I have the holy flasher.
Yeah.
What?
which I believe was a ring that emanates holy light
Yes.
really hard and
It's a
is
flashbang.
essentially just a pointed flashbang.
Goodness. Right, and we're able to do a team up in a power struggle, right? So we'd be doing separate roles.
Yes.
Okay. I am smashing.
You want to invoke like a shield bubble OS to protect me from his.
That's at least 1/6. That's 1/6. That's a
Two
crit.
six.
A crit. Alright, Kobe, you got a crit. Didn't even look at you so cool.
Well, I got a 6.
Alright. Ooh.
It's a 6.
6, okay. So
Wow.
you save the goblins. How do you guys actually stop Kobe from eating more goblins?
I mean,
Violence.
I'm airstriking him with my invulnerable shield, so I
Okay.
hope I flatten him.
What if you knock him into the hole with metal?
Poor Metal.
That works. And I
Metal
just
has
kind
enough
of
problems.
like cover it with the shield.
Metal has
as a
no
lid.
problem. He has conquered.
Yeah, metal is currently just falling,
Farmville.
watching the hole get smaller.
Oh no!
So, you defend against the
Already three-quarters
flashbang.
dead.
Carpalmu knocks Kobe into
When's
the
he
hole.
not
Kobe is still
three-quarters?
snorting
At least
up
he's not
goblin
on
as
fire.
it falls. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight. So, real quick XP questions.
We made progress on the master plan.
Yes, I think Metal definitely did plan being bloodied with all the, the reckless prayer.
I definitely acted like a monster.
Yes.
Do you think I counted as using my gear in creative ways?
I think gathering the souls in the cages definitely
Okay.
counts.
Thank you. Halfway to another point. I still have one knife, but used.
Sweet.
It was my shit creative.
Let's see.
Is using a pogo stick to
You were
avoid holy grail.
snorting, souls.
Yeah, but I didn't use gear for that.
A straw's a gear.
But it wasn't on the sheet.
Yeah, no, I just got that from Nebulous plot
Straw's
space.
a gear in a giant straw.
Somebody just
Scarecrow
had a
mech.
novelty giant straw on their banister and they just stole it.
It's very loopy.
I did whole potion the one guy.
I think in combination, like none of the individual acts were like fully worthy of it, but I think in combination of all the stuff you did, like the chicken gun to
Pogo sticking, firing chickens, throwing
that's
up.
all pretty creative, so look at that too. Alright. Good stuff, everybody.
Thank you very much for running. That was very fun.
Regrettably, I
Yay.
believe I only get the one.
Because we actually, as we end the session, we see the corn plant about to touch the ground.